Hi everyone, welcome back on my YouTube channel for a new crochet tutorial. Today I'm showing you how to make a little witch and a little wizard for Halloween. I'm right on time, 1 week before it, so I'm sorry for the delay, but you should have it done for Halloween if you start today. So in the pattern I will show you rounds after rounds, row after row, but if you prefer a written version of the pattern, right here you see with pictures and explanation, you can find it on my Etsy shop. The link is in the description, or on my Patreon, because this is the free pattern of the month on my Patreon. And by the way, I just want to take once again to thank all my members that help me growing my channel, that are supporting me every month. So thank you so much to my Patreon members. Shout out to you. And also, if you decide to purchase a PDF file, thank you so much to you as well, because it really helps me keep making tutorials, video and everything. So thank you so much. So you will see the tutorial is pretty beginner friendly. If you never crocheted before, I suggest you to know the basic stitches, but once you know every basic stitches, you can definitely follow my tutorial, like single crochet, increases, decreases. So I suggest you to learn these stitches before and come back to the tutorial. And if you have any question, as usual, don't forget to leave a comment. I try to answer to everyone. The links to purchase the supplies and similar yarns that are available in Europe are in the description. The use of different supplies, from what I tell you, may vary the final result, just to let you know. You don't have to use the same brand of yarn, but the weight category has to be the same for a similar result. So for example, I only used the weight category 6, super bulky, so make sure to use a yarn that is super bulky as well. The hooks, I used 2 sizes, so 6mm for the whole character and 3.5mm for the scarf, because I used thin acrylic yarn. And for the yarn, very easy. I only used Parfait Chunky from Premier Yarn. If you live in Europe, you can buy Honey Bunny from Hobby, that works very well, or Sweet Snuggles, I think it's called, from Hobby as well. It's the same weight category. So for the hair, I used Tangerine, but if you want to make the boy with blonde hair, I use a color called Yellow. Then I used black, I use Shell for the skin, Chocolate for the boots, and Fog and Cream for the body. So everything comes from Premier Yarn, very easy, only one type of yarn. For the other supplies, I used brown acrylic yarn, so Caron 1 pound in brown, and a toothpick for the magic wand. But you can use any type of brown yarn, like you just have to wrap it around the toothpick, so it's very, very simple. Then I used white and Bordeaux acrylic yarns for the scarf, and it was, I think, loops and threads from Impeccable from loops and threads, so in white and Bordeaux, but you can make different color of scarves. You can make a green and white one, or whatever color you want. You can really pick and choose. Then I use cotton threads, black and white, to sew different parts together. For example, the boots, when I sew them to the body, I used black cotton threads. But if you are like me and you hate sewing, you can use hot glue or craft glue. You will see in the tutorial I used hot glue a lot. Honestly, if you plan to give it to a kid, don't use hot glue. I don't think it's very good. But if you just want to use it to decorate your room, as I do, you can use hot glue as much as you want. It's okay. And you save so much time instead of sewing. That's why I do it all the time. Then if you decide to sew, you can use darning needles. I like to use the one on the picture on the left. You see, like, it's curved. It's very, very easy to sew plushies with a curved one. You will see it's game changing. And the link is in the description. They're from Amazon. Then I use little glasses. I give you the dimension
right under the picture of glasses, so try to make sure to order the same dimensions. If not, it won't fit the face. Then, as usual, a lap counter, stuffing, stitch marker, so that's very classic. Wooden stick is just to place the element before sewing or gluing. I will recommend to use it. It makes everything very easy, and so you don't make mistakes, you know, because once it's glued, it's glued. So it's better to use wooden sticks before. And then I used two safety eyes, 70 millimeters. So on Amazon, they are sold as safety eyebrows, but I use them as eyes. I think it's just so cute. And the link is in the description as well. And here is the list of abbreviation I will use in the tutorial, so make sure to check out this tab, it's gonna be useful for you. And here is a list of the translation also of the abbreviation. If you are French, it will be very useful for you. So the following video is a step-by-step tutorial to crochet the little witch and wizard. You can get the written pattern on my Etsy shop as a PDF file if you prefer to have something that you can print. The link is in the description, and thank you so much for your support if you decide to purchase my pattern. The number in parentheses is the number of stitches to have at the end of the round or row, it depends. This creation is crocheted using the yarn under technique, and I work every round in spiral. And lastly, if the video goes too fast, don't hesitate to slow it down in the YouTube reader in the setting. Let's get started. So let's start with the head, hook 6 mm and shell chenille yarn. So the color is called shell. And you start with a magic ring and you make 6 single crochet in the ring. So I say it for all my tutorial, but make sure to close the ring, to close it little by little. Don't wait until you are done with the 6 single crochet to close the ring. So you see I make 3 single crochet, I close a little bit, and then I close a little bit more every time. If you wait until the last single crochet, you will break the yarn, most likely. So that's my little pro tip. Voila. So once you are done with the 6 single crochet, you make 6 increases. So don't forget, 1 increase is 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So you make 6 of them and you should have 12 stitches at the end of this round. For round number 3, you will make 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. So that will give you 18 stitches at the end of the round. So you see 1 single crochet, 1 increase. Again, 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So I don't show you the full round because just for the reason, so it's the same thing all over the round. So I don't show you the whole round. If not, the video will be way too long. So then we will make 3 rounds of increases. So round 4, you will do 2 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. Then round 5 will be 3 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. And round 6 will be 4 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. And at the end of this round, you should have 36 stitches at the end of the round. So you will see your round, your head will get way bigger. This is the end of round 6. So you see it's way bigger and you should have something that looks like that. Well, you see mine is a little bit pointy, but it's okay because when you will stuff it, it won't look pointy at all. So voila, this is round 6. Then get your lap counter, you will need it. We will make 6 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So no increases at all, just 1 single crochet in each stitch for 6 rounds. So that's why the lap counter is important, so you don't lose track. And I will see you right after. Voila, so you should have something that looks like that. 6 rounds. So on this last round, round 12, place threads or stitch markers on the 20th single crochet and one on the 25th single crochet. This will help you to place the safety eyes after. It's just like some markers so you know where to place the eyes later. So I will show you how I counted. So one on the number 20, so I count to 20, and then you will count to 25. Then grab your lap counter again. We will do 3 more rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. Very easy, no increases, just regular single crochet, so for 3 rounds. So now we will place the safety eyes where the 2 threads are between round 12 and round 13. So the 2 threads for me, you remember they are green. Then you can remove the thread, and if you notice the safety eyes are not exactly like in the video or not aligned, don't hesitate to place them again. It can be slightly different because of the different intention or stuff like that. So just make sure to check out the video to see how I place them. So here you see where I put my 2 threads, and I will show you exactly where I put the eyes. Right here. And then you can remove the thread and place a little washer to make sure the safety eyes stay in place. Then we will start decreasing, so we will start making the head smaller. So round 16 is 4 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times. So at the end of the round you should have 30 stitches, because before you had 36. A decrease is grabbing 2 stitches to make only 1. So here you see I grab 2 and I make 1. Voila. And after that you will make 3 rounds of decreases. So round 17, 3 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times. Start stuffing the head after round 17. Then round 18, 2 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times. And round 19, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times. You should have 12 stitches at the end of the round. So here we go. After round 18, and you see you finish stuffing, and then we will make round 20, and we will make 6 decreases. So you will see you will really start closing the head. So 6 decreases, easy peasy. Then you can fasten off and close the ring. So to fasten off, you see you cut the thread up and you pass it through the loop to it creates like a knot or something. Voila. And to close the ring, use a darning needle and pass the thread in the loops of the last rounds. You see, in the front loops. Only the front loop. So you see every time you pull on the thread, it should close the round a little bit more. So front loop, voila, up. And then you can hide the thread in the head and cut it. Voila, we are done with the head. It should look like that. And let's make the body. So hook 6mm and gray yarn, so it's called Fog from Premier Yarn Parfait Chunky. And you start with a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the ring. As I say, don't wait until the last single crochet to close the ring, if not your yarn will break. I get this question asked a lot, that's why I repeat it every time. Close little by little. And sometimes I get too confident and I don't do it and I struggle. Then round 2, 6 increases. So 1 increase is 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So you make 6 of them and you should have 12 stitches at the end of round 2. Then round 3 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times, and you should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. And after round number 3, we will make 3 rounds of increases. So round 4 will be 2 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. Round 5, 3 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. And round 6, 4 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. And at the end of round 6, you should have 36 stitches at the end of the round. On round 6, we will do the same thing as the head. You will see we will place threads or stitch marker on the 18th single crochet and one on the 27th single crochet, and this will help you to place the feet later on. So 18 and 27. And grab your lap counter, because we make 6 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So from round 7 to round 12, 6 rounds, no increases, just 1 single crochet in each stitch. And on the last stitch of round 12, we will insert the new yarn. So this is cream color yarn or white, whatever you prefer. And on the last stitch, you see I change color. And you can cut the gray yarn after. We won't need it anymore. And you will make 2 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So you see I cut the gray yarn. Voila. So up, you get your new color. And I can start round 13. And you make 2 rounds like that. Then round 15, we will start decreasing. So 4 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times, and you should have 30 stitches at the end of this round. So after making round 15, we will make round 16, and it's another round of decrease. So it's 3 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times, and you should have 24 stitches at the end of round 16. And round 17, you make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So no decrease or anything, just very simple. After that, round 18, 2 single crochet, 1 decrease 6 times, and you will have 18 single crochet stitches at the end of the round. I apologize in advance if you hear my dog snoring. He's very loud right now. And after round 18, you can make an invisible finish, so cut the yarn, make like a, pass it through the loop to make a knot, and then you see we create like a fake stitch to make the finish invisible. Voila. So this is the body. Up, you hide the thread inside, and you can stuff the body. Try to make it chubby, I think it's cuter. Little witch that is chubby is always cuter than a skinny witch, right? And then we will make the shoes. So 2 shoes. And you start by making a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the ring with a chocolate yarn, brown yarn, and a hook 6mm. It doesn't change. Voila. Then you will make 6 increases, so that will give you a total of 12 stitches at the end of the round. round 3 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. So you should have 18 stitches. And round 4 will be another round of increase. So you do 2 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times to have a total of 24 stitches. You will make 2 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch. Then round 7 will be 3 decreases, 12 single crochet, 3 decreases. And you should have 18 stitches at the end of the rounds. Round 8, 2 decreases, 10 single crochet, 2 decreases. So you will have 14 stitches. Then round 9, 2 decreases, 6 single crochet, 2 decreases. And you will end up with 10 stitches at the end of round 9. After round 9, you can cut the yarn and make an invisible finish. Make sure to stuff the shoes, sorry, a little bit. You see, up, very cute shoes. And then you will repeat exactly the same thing for the second shoes. We'll make the arms and sleeves at the same time. You will see it's made together. So you grab your shell color yarn, so the skin color yarn, and you make a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the ring. Then you will make 1 single crochet, 1 increase 3 times, and that will give you 9 stitches at the end of the round. And round 3 is 1 single crochet in each stitch, so no increase, nothing, just 1 single crochet. Round 4 is 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 3 times. And sorry, I cannot talk anymore. So 1 single crochet, 1 decrease 3 times, and you should be back to 6 stitches at the end of the round. We just created the end, and so you can stuff it a little bit. We won't stuff the rest of the arm, so that's the only thing you will stuff is a little hand. Then you can grab your lap counter. We will make 6 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch, so from round 5 to round 10. And on the last stitch of round 10, insert the black yarn. So we are changing color. So you see the last stitch of round 12. Up, you insert the new yarn, you cut the skin color yarn. Voila. Look. Try to hide it. Voila. And then in the front loop only, so I show you, here is the front loop of each stitch. You see, you will make 1 single crochet in each stitch, so in black and in the front loop only. Then round 12 is going to be 1 single crochet, 1 increase 3 times. So you will have 9 stitches at the end of the round. Then grab your lap counter. We will make 3 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch from round 13 to round 15. Then round 16 is going to be 2 single crochet, 1 increase 3 times. So you will have a total of 12 stitches at the end of the round. You make 3 rounds of 1 single crochet in each stitch from round 17 to round 19. And finally, round 20 is 2 single crochet, 1 increase 4 times, and you will have 16 single stitches at the end of round 20. After that, you can cut the yarn and make an invisible finish. And after that, you flip the black part over the arm, so you will see, voila. I put it back, and you will create the sleeve. Voila. I know you were not expecting that, right? It's a magic trick. Voila, so you have your arm and your sleeve at the same time. And make sure to repeat the exact same process for the second arm. Voila, so I got my 2 arms and sleeves. Now we will make the scarf, so you will need your hook 3.5 millimeter and acrylic yarn, color of your choice. So I show you here, I made a green one, a white one, or a gold and red one. It depends what type of school you want to do, you know what I mean? Like if you want to make the gold and red school or the green and white school, so it's really up to you. So you start by making 4 chain stitches. One, two, three, 4. Then you will start crocheting in the second chain stitch from the hook, and you make 1 single crochet in each chain stitch, so that gives you 3 stitches at the end of row number 1. Then you will make a turning chain. Turning chain is just an additional chain right here to turn your work, but you won't crochet in it. So you turn your work and you start crocheting in the second chain, you see. So you make 1 single crochet in each stitch for 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3 every time, and turning chain. And you never crochet in the turning chain, you just use it to turn your work. So this is the first row, and you make 2 more. And at the end of row 4, so for the turning chain, you insert the new color, so white for me. And then you make 3 rows of white, 1 single crochet in each stitch. So you see I inserted the new color while making the turning chain. I feel like it's nicer that way. And you can cut the green yarn also, I didn't tell you. So once you are done with your 3 rows of white, at the end of row 7, you insert green again. And you can cut the white. Voila. It seems a little bit messy, but when we will weave in all the ends, you will see it's gonna be nice. And then you will make as many rows as you need for the green or yellow part, so it depends on the color of the scarf you chose, to be 10.5 inches or 27 centimeter long. So for my scarf I needed to make 53 rows, but for you it may be different, so it's just easier to measure it, so you will see. So here you see I start making my rows, and I will show you how I measured it at the end. Instead of counting, I just think it's easier to measure. But if you want to count them. So here you see, voila, I measure it, and once it's 10.5 inches long, I just change color to white. Cut the green yarn. And then get your lap counter. We make 3 rows of white and 1 single crochet in each stitch. So it's very redundant to make the scarf. That's why I didn't change color every time. I only changed color twice because it will just be too much, I feel. And after your 3 rows, change color to green again. That's the last time. And you will make 4 rows of green, 1 single crochet in each stitch. And then you will see it's over. Finally, no more color changing. Then you can cut the yarn and make a classic finish. Voila. Cut all the ends, but not too short, because when we weave in, you have to make sure it's not too short. And then with a darning needle, we're just gonna hide the ends in the stitches of the scarf. So you see, go back and forth, make sure it's really stuck so it doesn't come out. And you do that for every end. So now you understand why I didn't change color too much, because it will just be hell. Et voilà, your scarf is done with 2 little colors. Voilà. Then we will make the hair. So this part is for the girl. If you want to make the boy, you can skip to the next part. So I chose the color tangerine and hook 6mm, but it's really up to you for the color. If you want to make brown, make brown. If you want to make black, make black. And you start by making a magic ring and 6 single crochet in the ring. Then round number 2 is 6 increases, so you will have a total of 12 stitches at the end of round 2. Round 3 is going to be 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times, so 18 stitches at the end of round 3. We will make 3 other rounds of increases. So round 4, 2 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. Round 5, 3 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times. And round 6, 4 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times, to have a total of 36 stitches at the end of the round. After that, we will start making the strands of hair. So you make 16 chain stitch. So 16. Then you will start crocheting in the second chain stitch from the hook. So not the first one, the second one, right here. And you will make 1 single crochet in each chain stitch. So you just go back to the round. Voilà. So this is your first strand of hair. Once you are back to the round, you will make 2 slip stitch, one here, one here. So 1 slip stitch in the next stitch, you see, and 2 slip stitch. Voila. So you move like 2 stitch ahead. And then you repeat. So 16 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in each chain stitch, and 2 slip stitch. So you repeat that 17 times and you will end up having your hair after that. So really make sure to separate each strand with 2 slip stitch. If not, you will end up with more hair than you should. Voila. So here you are back. So you end up with 2 slip stitches. Voila. And then you can cut the yarn and classic finish and weave in the end, and you have your hair for the girl. And also I forgot to say, like, if you want to make the hair longer, you can make more than 16 chain stitches and make it as long as you want, or if you want to make it shorter, you can make less than 16 chain stitches. You can really adjust as however you want. Voila, so this is a girl hair. And then we will make the hair for the boy. So I chose the color yellow, but you can choose any color. So you start with a magic ring and make 6 single crochet in the ring. For round 2, you will make 6 increases, so you will have a total of 12 stitches at the end of the round. And then round number 3, 1 single crochet, 1 increase 6 times, and you will have 18 stitches at the end of round 3. Then we will start making the strand of hair. So you make 6 chain stitches. So you will see we will make different strands of hair of different length. So this one 6 chain stitches. You start crocheting in the second from the hook, and you make 1 single crochet in each stitch, and you are going back, you see, to the round. So this is the first short strand of hair. They will go in the front of his face. Voila, and then once you are back to the round, you make 1 slip stitch in the next stitch right here. And 6 chain stitches again, and you repeat that 5 more times. So 6 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in each chain stitch, 1 slip stitch, and if you repeat that 5 more times, you will have 6 short strands of hair at the end. Voila. Then you will make 8 chain stitches. So we are making a longer one after the 6 short ones. So 8 chain stitch and 1 single crochet in each stitch. So we are just making one longer, you see, to go on the side of his face. And once you are back to the round, we will make 1 slip stitch as usual. You see it's a little bit longer. 1 slip stitch, and then 10 chain stitch. So we are making them longer. 10 chain stitches, 1 single crochet in each stitch. You see, it's every time it's the same thing. It's just we are making them longer every time, and you repeat that 9 times. So you will have 10 long strands of hair. And after you have 10 of them, we will make one last one of 8 chain stitches. Same thing, 1 single crochet in each chain stitch. And after that, you should be done with your round of strands. And you end with 1 slip stitch. You should have the exact number of stitches, so you will see. So you see you have different sizes of hair strands, and you will be useful when you put it on his head. Voila, so 1 slip stitch, and then you can cut the yarn and make a classic finish. Then you can weave in the end, and you have your your hair if you want to make the boy. So this is done. Now the only thing we have left to crochet is a cape, but I decided to assemble the feet to the body before making the cape. I just think it's easier. If you want to make the cape before, go ahead, make the cape, but I decided to assemble the feet. So you see, I put the feet, the bottom of the feet goes where the green threads on the body are, so you place them like that. And I used like wooden stick, you see, to place it while sewing. You can glue the feet. I decided to sew them, I don't know. Just to show you, you see with a curved needle, it's just so much easier. So you can sew the feet. Right here. With a black thin cotton yarn, and you go all around. I didn't do it on the video, but maybe I recommend you to place both feet before with a wooden stick to see what it looks like, and then you can start sewing or gluing. So you make sure he looks nice on his body. So once you're done with the first one, you can do the same thing for the second foot. So you see the bottom of the foot goes where the green thread is, and you should have something that looks like that. So this is the body. And then we will make the cape. So you will need black yarn and hook 6mm, and you start by making 40 chain stitches. Then row number 1, you start crocheting in the second chain stitch from the hook, and you make 1 single crochet in each chain stitch. So you should have 39 stitches at the end of row 1. So I suggest you to place a stitch marker at the beginning of each row, just because the color is black, we don't really see the stitches, so the last and first stitches can be confusing. So just an advice, place a marker on it to make it visible. So you will see for the cape, I decided not to make a turning chain, so I will turn my work without making a turning chain. And here we will make 5 rows of 1 single crochet in each stitch. So no turning chain, you just turn your work and crochet in the first stitch from the hook. I just found it prettier for the cape to not make a turning chain. And you make 5 rows of 1 single crochet in each stitch from row 2 to row 6. Then row 7, we will start decreasing. So you make 2 single crochet, 1 decrease 9 times, and you end the row with 3 single crochet. You will see it's only 3 stitches left, so you make 3 single crochet, and you should have 30 stitches at the end of row 7. Then you make 2 rows of 1 single crochet in each stitch, so row 8 and row 9. And then row 10, 15 decreases. So you should have a total of 15 stitches at the end of row 10. Once you are done with your 15 decreases, do not cut the yarn. Just block it with a stitch marker. You see, right here. Block it, do not cut it. Then you put the cape on top of the body, right here. Make sure there is 3 visible white stitches in the middle, right in the middle of the body. You should have 3 visible white stitches that is not covered by the black cape. Then you can put some clips to keep it in place. And then insert your hook in the black loop and the white stitch. And make 1 slip stitch. And we will make 15 slip stitches with the black stitch and the white stitch at the same time. So the cape will be attached on top of the body. And you see, you still have 3 stitches in the front that is not covered by the cape. Voila. So now maybe you understand better why I put the feet before. So now they are covered by the cape. I just think it would have been complicated to add the feet after. But it's really up to you. So 15 slip stitches, and once you arrive at the end, classic finish, so cut the yarn, pass it through the loop, and up you can hide the threads inside. Voila, so the little cape is on top of the body, and you can weave in the end from the chain stitch. Voila, so this is done, the body is done, and now we will start assemble everything. So assemblage. So I used a lot of hot glue. Don't get mad at me. It's just so much easier for me to film tutorial if I glue, because it's faster and easier. So here you can totally decide to sew it. It's just I decided not to do it because I don't give it to a kid or I don't sell my items. So it's just for me. And then you put the head on top of the body. Right here, make sure it dries. So this is what it looks like with the head on top. Then we will sew. I decided to sew the arms. I just think it's nicer instead of gluing on the side of the body. So make sure it looks like that before sewing. And then only sew the end of the sleeve to the body. You don't need to sew the whole arm to the body, just the end. And see, the curved needle is just so much easier to sew, I think. Voila. And I'm sorry for the glue on top of the wooden stick. It looks kind of nasty. Voila. So you just sew the end of the sleeve. And you do that for both arms, obviously. Place the scarf as I do on the video. So you see a little bit on the front right here. And I put a pin so it stays in place. Wrap it around the body, the neck, and fold it like that in the front again. So both red colors you see are visible, so you don't cover the stripes. And then I will glue, I will show you where I glue. So I don't glue the whole scarf, just you see the two. So right here and right here. So you don't have to glue all over the neck, all around the neck. Voila. So this is how I place the scarf. Then for the glasses, place them on the head, and I make sure to sew the arms of the glasses to the head. You don't have to do that, but it may slide. So I just add some stitches around the arm so it stays in place. If you have a color more discreet and that match more the head color, that would be nice, but I didn't have. So I did it in white. Voilà. So you don't need to do a lot of stitches, just enough so it stays on the head. Black cotton thread, I will embroider the smile. So I make a black line, 2 rounds under the eyes. Here, so you make a knot. So everybody has his own technique for the smile. I do it that way. So then I cut the ends very short after making a knot, and I will slide it under so the knot is not visible. And then some people sew a little stitch to create like the curve of the smile. I don't do that. I add a little bit of glue. I will show you. So here you see I create the curve of the smile. And because I'm a big fan of glue, I'm gonna use glue. So here with a darning needle, I put a little bit of glue. A little bit, okay? Not a lot. If not, that will mess up everything. And I put glue right here. So the curves of the smile stays in place, you see? So this is my technique. Some people sew a little stitch. I just think it's too visible, so I do it with glue. And voila. So the smile is done. So I just add a little bit of glue. So you see I'm a big fan of glue. I use glue for everything. So now let's place the hair on the head. When you see the circle, place it in the middle of the head, right here, right on top, and make sure that 2 strands are placed right in the middle of the face, right? You can see I place the wooden stick, and you see there is 2 strands that are right in the middle. Up. So now you can add glue or sew only the round part, not the strands. And then you pass the 2 strands, the 2 front strands, on top of the next ones. So right here and right here. You see on top of the next one, you can, so it should look like that on top. And then you can place some glue on the first strand. Right here, so it stays in place. You see, right here. I know this haircut has a name. Is that like the curtain bang or something? I'm not sure. So here, do the same thing for the second strand. Voila. And now for all the other strands of hair, all around the head, we will only sew 2/3 of the strand, so the ends are loose. So I will show you only 2/3, you see, until there approximately. So the ends are curly. So voila. And you do that for every other strand. Voila. So I decided to glue. As you can see, it's so much faster. Voila. And so the end is still curly. Voila. So you do that for every strand. The boy hair, I realized I didn't film it, so I will just show you pictures from the pattern. So place the hair on the head and make sure that the 6 shorter strands are right in the middle of the face. Once it's placed, you can start sewing or gluing the round part of the hair so it stays on the head. Then place the 6 short strands as in the picture number C. So you see they are slightly going to the side a little bit, the 6 strands. And once it's placed, you can start sewing or gluing them, only like the short strands. And now for all other strands, so you can sew them to the head and make sure the ends are not loose. And voila, you see this is done. You have the different views from the side, the back and the top. So the little boy hair is done. So to make the magic wand, you only need a toothpick, some glue and brown acrylic or cotton yarn. So you will apply glue. I will recommend hot glue, but I did not have any more, so I just applied like strong glue on the 2/3 of the toothpick, not all the way on the toothpick. And then I applied the glue already. We don't see it on the video. And then you see like just wrap it around. Also, be careful. The toothpick is very spiky and can be dangerous. So if you give like the doll to a kid, don't do the toothpick thing. It's just nice for the pictures, but it can be dangerous. And make sure the top, like the end, the spiky end is covered by yarn, so it protects it. But yeah, if it becomes dangerous, just please don't do it. Then you can cut the yarn. Well, it's a little bit, it's not very precise, but that's the only way I found to make a magic wand.
Well, thank you so much for following this tutorial. As I said earlier, if you have any question or any feedback, please let me know in the comment section. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I wish you happy Halloween, happy fall. It's finally a season when we don't feel bad crocheting inside, so I'm very excited, and I see you very soon for Christmas patterns. Bye bye!